Warning to the individuals who think of the angry Cowboys fan as a Dak fanboy, viewer discretion is advised.
How about them Cowboys?
Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Drop a like on the video, go ahead and subscribe.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Dak apologist, the Dak fanboy, the Dak whatever the hell you want to call me, the angry Cowboys fan. And it's been a minute since I did a video on the guys over on the facility. The other day, James Jones had a few controversial things that he had to say about Dak Prescott. He said Dak Prescott quit during the game against the Atlanta Falcons. After a storm of Dak fans blasted him on X, Emmanuel Acho asked him to clarify what he meant. So we're going to take a listen to the 3 clips that I got for y'all, and y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, angry Cowboys fans, let's take a listen to what James Jones had to say.
Quit might not have been the right word. As I'm listening to it, quit might not have been the right word.
He's a man.
That's maturity. That's maturity. That's maturity.
I'm never backpedaling because I ain't scared or worried about nobody and nothing.
Yeah.
All right? So quit might have been the wrong word. But I do not believe that he fought to play. I do not believe that he's fighting to be out there. I don't. Because when you just talk about a hamstring injury and immediately we hear IR, because that's what made me react like that, because I immediately heard, I see you on the sideline and I immediately hear IR and hamstring. Yeah. And I played the game of football. I'm not like a lot of these people that's on Instagram, Twitter, whatever, talking and they never play. I played the game of football. I had different type of hamstring issues, right? Grade 1s, grade 2s, whatever it may be, I had those. So all I'm saying is I do not feel like Dak Prescott fought as hard as he could to play and not go on IR.
Quit might not have been the right word, James. Might not have been the right word. Come on now, James Jones. Let me just throw this image up real quick and let you know if he could just shook that injury off and went back into the game. Y'all take a look at this real quick. You see, James Jones, I've played the game of football as well. It might not have been on the NFL level, but I've played football in the last 7 years. I've had injuries as well, James Jones. I dealt with plantar fasciitis in my foot and bone spurs in my hip joint. I played in our championship game for as long as I could. Then I signaled to the coach to take me out of the game due to the pain. You know what? Let's go ahead and get to the second clip before I discuss all this in my raw and uncut portion. In the second clip, Shady McCoy gives his take on what James Jones had to say. So let's take a listen to that and then come back and talk about it. Roll the clip.
I don't want to speak for you, but when I heard what you said, I want to put it in my own words, right? Because I would say starting quarterback for the Cowboys or any team in the NFL, like, say somebody quit is wild.
That's wild. That's wild.
But he wasn't really wrong, because I've been on teams, and I'm going to be honest and say, because I did play the game at a high level, and I did get hurt and had to play and choose, do I want to play or do I not want to play? And there's times where my team wasn't really, really good. I remember having a concussion, and I probably missed about 5 games. I probably could have missed really 3 games and got back. We were so bad and awful, I had nothing to play for, right? And that's probably not the wrong way to go by it, but this is reality. It really happened. But if other situations where, okay, I was banged up, I was hurt, and we maybe 6-2, fighting for the division, I'd have played that game for sure. When I look at Dak Prescott, maybe you're saying more of, if the Cowboys was 6-2, playing the Eagles this week, right, for the division, would he play? And I think he would play. So when you talk about quit, maybe it's more like, well, what you playing for?
Okay, Shady. Okay, I see you, Shady. This is the Shady that I like. The Shady that can empathize with a situation no matter who the player is. The Shady that leaves the hate at the door and gives his experience dealing with a similar type of situation. I can get used to this type of analysis from Shady, or is it because our Dallas Cowboys suck so much that he's showing a little bit of sympathy and pity? I don't know what it is, but I can appreciate the take, Shady. But jumping into the last clip, Chase Daniels gives his perspective on James Jones' take. So let's take a listen and come back and unpack this raw and uncut of the only quarterback on this crew. So, Cowboys Nation, let's take a listen to Chase Daniel.
I think quit is probably the wrong word. I think for me, it's you look at Dallas, they're not completely out of it. We sit up here and we say, hey, they're the soap opera of the NFL. But if they win a couple games with Cooper Rush, like they could easily be back in the hunt, right? So, and everything I know about Dak, I don't know him personally, but everything I've heard, he's a really good team guy. Mm-hmm. And he's not a guy to quit on their team. Now, it's hard for us to say, and it's hard for me to sit up here on national TV and be like, I don't know how bad it is. Like, I don't know if it's off the bone. I don't have the imaging. I'm not at the hospital. I don't know that. It could have been a small tweak. But if he goes in there like that, it's not like he's really missed a lot of time. He had a broken leg. It's not like he's missed a lot of time with other injuries.
Correct.
And so for me, it's like they were still in that game. I think it was like a 10-point game at that time. So it's just hard for me to sit there and say, hey, he totally quit. Like, could he have gone out there and played? Yeah, but I think he would have put himself at further risk of more injury.
Chase, I hope that we can win a few games with Cooper Rush as well. I hope our Dallas Cowboys can rally and come back within the standings. The thing is, would you be hurting your draft position by trying to make something happen, knowing you don't have the roster to compete for even an NFC championship appearance? I don't know, but y'all ready for my raw and uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. As I stated before, Cowboys Nation, I've played injured. Having absolutely nothing to play for other than a championship, I played injured. The dog in me wanted to help contribute to the team winning its first title in over a decade. The dog in me wanted to hit somebody. The dog in me wanted to be out there with my guys. Then reality hit. I can't continue because I got a regular 9-to-5 job that I have to go work. I had to provide for my family, and semi-pro football was not doing that, so I had to make the tough choice to take myself out of the game. I asked myself if I was helping the team going at half speed because of the pain that was shooting through the bottom of my foot. So, as much as I didn't want to leave the field to play, I had to. Everybody in Cowboys Nation saw the grimace on Dak Prescott's face when he was trying to throw that ball. When I saw that in the instant replay, the first thing that I thought was, oh shit, Dak's out. So, answer me this, Cowboys Nation. The guy that just inked a $240 million contract for the next 4 years, would you have him play through a hamstring injury? During a season where nothing seems to be going right, during a season where our running game is ranked dead last in the league, during a season where our offensive line is weak, causing the pocket to collapse, in turn, causing Dak to have to scramble for his life to extend plays, the man would be a sitting duck in the backfield. Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott made the absolute right decision for him coming out of the game. The crew of the facility said that Jerry Jones didn't do Dak Prescott any favors by saying that he would have to go on the injury reserved list due to the injury. I feel Emmanuel Acho was right on this take. At least let the doctor see what they can do before you count him out for weeks. Let's see what the MRI shows before saying that he's done for the next 4 to 8 weeks. With that being said, I can understand Jerry's point of view. Do you really think that I'm going to allow the person that I just dumped $250 million into to go back onto the field to play and play through a hamstring injury? Hell no. Dak, sit your ass down and let's allow Coop Troop to come in here and see what he can do if he can get something positive going. I'll be damned if I allow you to continue to play and further injure that hamstring. So yes, I believe that James Jones used a bad choice of words when it came to Dak Prescott giving up on his teammates. Considering you're talking about a man who has overcome so much adversity off the field. I don't have to remind Cowboys Nation, but this man has dealt with the passing of his mother, the passing of his brother, a man who has dealt with some Cowboys fans who continue to shit on him no matter what he does. Knock down your house? Propose to your daughter's mother? Have depression during the pandemic? False allegations? Your boss not willing to pay you for your services until the final second of the preseason? Yeah, that's what Dak Prescott's had to deal with. Shit that would fold some of you Dak detractors, and he still hasn't given up on his childhood team. He hasn't given up on trying to bring this organization a championship. He hasn't given up on being DC for life. So I doubt that he gave up on his brothers on the gridiron. But I'll keep it a buck, James Jones. That was a good move on clarifying what you meant, but the thing is, you have already put that out in the ether. You put that out there, and now the Dak haters from other teams, as well as Dak haters in Cowboys Nation, will take what you said and they will run with it, calling Dak Prescott a quitter. But before we get out of here, allow me to address the ones that come to my channel and call me a house nigga or a Dak apologist or a Dak fanboy. How about y'all fan the way y'all fan and allow me to fan the way I fan? I could give two shits if you hate Dak Prescott. That's your beef. It doesn't mean that it has to be my beef. God gives us all voices so that we can have freedom to give our own opinions. If you don't like mine, I could give a shit less. I'm still going to come on here and give my raw and uncut. I'm still going to release my videos and my takes on the Dallas Cowboys. I'm still going to be optimistic when it comes to the players on the field. Just because you have an axe to grind with Dak Prescott doesn't mean that I have to agree with you or give you a platform to bash other human beings on. You want to do that? Go make your own YouTube channel or go watch those other Dak bashing channels because there are a few of them out there. This is the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel where we look at the glass half full, y'all. If that's not your cup of tea, then go get your tea from somewhere else. I'm my own man, and I'll be damned if I'm going to allow bullying and name-calling to deter me from bringing the rest of Cowboys Nation this classy Cowboys content. This has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. What did y'all think about what the crew of the facility had to say? Do you think Dak Prescott gave up on his teammates? Y'all know what we doing. Let's go ahead and talk about it in the comment section. If you're digging the content and want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on this video and share it with whomever you know is a Cowboys fan. If you are DC for life and you are dead set on fanning the way you want to fan without the creatures of the night degrading you, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, or Madden 25 and College Football 25 gameplay. You know, it's funny that you will have people from other teams' fan bases who will come in here and tell me that they can't stand the Dallas Cowboys, but they appreciate the work that I put in. I truly thank those individuals as well as Cowboys fans who realize that this content creation space takes a lot of time and effort. Y'all are the reason why I do this, and y'all are the reason why I continue to do this, and I thank each and every one of you for it. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. It's hot as a mofo in here, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.